Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel and welcome to week 4 of our garage conversion and kitchen renovation. So it is Tuesday morning bright and early. Apologies if it's really dark and grainy, but I wanted to quickly get up and show you what has been done before they arrive for the day. I didn't film anything yesterday because it's half term here, so all the kids are off and it was just a little bit manic, so we just disappeared off for the day and went for a play date with friends. But the big thing that's happening this week is the kitchen is starting to be fitted. That is what's going on in the kitchen all week. They have already made a start, which I will show you. And then in the hallway, it's just them doing the garage conversion, and they'll be doing that obviously in the garage part as well. So it's kind of two separate projects at the moment with two different people working on it. We've had kind of a main builder doing a lot of it, and then he's had different people coming in. So he's gonna still continue to work on the garage conversion part, and then we've got carpenters in working on the kitchen. So it's very exciting, I will show you. So like I said, it is really dark, but I wanted to quickly film before they arrive for the day. The first thing that you will notice is that we now have kitchen cupboards starting to form. They're basically fitting the kitchen all week this week. So the cupboards here are going to be our fridge and other bits and pieces. I love the colour. It's a very kind of dark charcoal grey. Obviously they're not complete yet. There needs to be a kickboard on the bottom. We need to get the handles, which I haven't even ordered yet, but everything is starting to take shape. So you can see over there, they're just sort of starting to fit them over in our alcove. We had a little bit of an issue with our alcove in that where insulation has been put in and things, it's not as big as we originally thought it was going to be. So we were going to have a wine fridge here, and we're going to just have to have a smaller wine fridge now, which is a bit of a shame, but it doesn't particularly matter. So yeah, that is what he's doing in here. He's just slowly starting to build everything. You can see everything is just piled up and he's slowly sort of doing everything and fitting it all together. So it's really, really exciting. And if you come back into our dining room, you can just see that everything is a complete mess. And the kitchen is all in our front room. And yeah, it's just really exciting. And then in the hallway, so you can get an idea before they get here for the day, we've got the chipboard holding up the big hole in the wall. I will try and film something while they're here today. I just get really like, ooh, I don't want to film them, but I will try and film something. I will insert some photos of what this looked like yesterday. It's basically a massive hole in the wall, and they clean up every night. They're amazing. So they sort of clean it up and leave it in a fit state, but this is basically a massive hole. So I'll insert some photos of what it looked like yesterday. We have dust sheets around the whole house, which I joke look like a little bit of a crime scene. Let me show you. Comes around here. Oh, he's stopped it here, but normally it goes over our stairs as well. And yeah. So it is Tuesday afternoon now. Everybody has left for the day and so much has happened again today. It's just so exciting. I know that I keep saying how exciting it is, but I don't know, it's like the kitchen of my dreams. So I just feel like, I'm just so excited. So I will show you what they've done today. So here we go, it's all really starting to take shape now. I'm not sure how much detail to go in on each video. I'll probably talk a lot more in a different video about the configuration of our cupboards and why we decided to do what we did. But you will notice that the bank of cupboards, we've got floor to ceiling cupboards at the back. That's all starting to take shape now. And also so is our island, which is just so exciting. This isn't actually where it's going to sit. I think it's going to sit a little bit further back. We haven't completely decided yet. But the one requirement that both John and I really wanted from our new kitchen was to have a kitchen island, just because our previous kitchen, it was smaller than this, but it was still a really good space. It was obviously smaller because we have taken space from the garage here for this alcove, and we've also knocked down the room between our kitchen and utility, the wall rather. So it's obviously a bigger space now, and the reason that we've made it bigger is specifically to get this island in. But even last time it was a good size, but it was just unusable in terms of sitting. It didn't feel very sociable. So the one requirement that we had was to have a kitchen island. It's obviously nowhere near finished yet. It's not been built, but we are thrilled with it so far. You'll also notice that it is pink, which I know is a very acquired colour for a kitchen. I know it's a really acquired taste, and I know there'll be lots of people who will think I would never go pink in a kitchen, but we're just thrilled with it. We always knew that we were going to have charcoal grey cupboards just because it really suits both John and I's interior style, and it also really suits our home because our home is neither modern or period. It's about 20 years old. So we always knew we wanted charcoal grey just because it really suits our style. And then we've also got the charcoal grey bifolds, and we've also got charcoal grey in our conservatory as well. So we then were like, we don't want to have it too charcoal grey. And so we wanted to do something to kind of make it feel unique to us, which is why we decided on the pink. And when I originally suggested it to John, I thought he would say no way, but luckily he really liked it as well. And I do love all the kind of trends at the moment for navy blue kitchens and green and things, but it just didn't suit our interior style, and this suits it so much better. So I know the pink is definitely an acquired taste, but we love it. And what we have done, which I will talk about more in a later video, I'll talk about the kind of configuration that we decided on the cupboards and stuff. But what we have done is we have gone for a slightly cheaper grey cabinet, or grey door, sorry, for all this bit, but then we've gone for a slightly more expensive pink, which you wouldn't be able to tell. It's from the same supplier and it's exactly the same sort of style, but this is just a slightly better quality, just because then in years to come we can hand paint this if we want to. So this pink has been hand painted, and if we want to we can repaint it. So that was the thought process behind that, just because we thought then if we do ever get sick of the pink in years to come, we can repaint. So that is why we've done that. But yeah, everything is really coming together nicely. So it's a really horrible light. It's quite late at night now. It's about 9 o'clock, and I suddenly thought I would just quickly show you what had happened today, because there hasn't been a great deal happening. The kitchen guys, the carpenters, they didn't come at all today. They're coming again tomorrow, but we've been out all day at a football match for my eldest daughter, and a little bit has happened in the hallway towards the garage conversion. They have actually left the big plank of wood that they normally put up down today, so I thought I would quickly show you. There's not a huge amount to see, but I thought I would show you anyway. So this hallway is like the brightest hallway. We keep saying that we need to kind of get some more kind of warm light spotlights, but we haven't got around to it yet. But you can see we now have two big holes that are starting to resemble doorways. So up until about a week or so ago, this was just a normal flat wall with nothing in it, but it's been knocked through, and this used to be our garage. We've got a double garage, so we are converting one of the garages to create this conversion. And so normally what they've been doing over the last few days is putting the chipboard back up, but they haven't done it tonight. So I thought I would just quickly show you what's going on. It's obviously really dark, but this is our snug. So this is the front of our house, and this is what we've decided is going to be a snug room. We're still not completely sure about the kind of purpose of this room. We thought in years to come it could be an office or something like that. But for now, I think we're going to have it as a snug. However, it's not going to be a massive priority to like decorate it or style it or anything. I think I'll probably wait till the new year for that. So this is the room. It's quite dark, but you can see that they've started to board it all up, ready for insulating it. And then they've also screeded the floor today as well, which is exciting. It's quite a good size, really. I'm really pleased with it because it's not necessarily a room we particularly needed. The reason that we have converted our garage is in order to make our kitchen bigger, because we knocked down the previous utility room that was in the kitchen, and we've also taken space from the garage for the kitchen as well. So this snug room is sort of a bonus really, which is really nice. It's very exciting. And then this is our new little utility room. Again, it's quite a small size, but it's perfect for what we need. So we're obviously going to have cabinets starting to be fitted in there soon as well. And they've started to board that up all ready for insulating as well. So when we first got the ideas in place for this, we actually wanted the doorways. We kind of wanted one about here and then one down there, but then we soon realized that we couldn't really have it like that, because when you were in this room, it would mean that the doorway was in the middle of the wall, if that makes sense. So it would look a little bit weird. So we've decided to do it like this, and hopefully it will look quite good when it's finished. Obviously there's going to be some wall in between there, which separates the two doorways. So far so good. Like I said, nothing has been done in the kitchen. And I also just wanted to say, I have no idea if I'm repeating myself a lot, because obviously I've done other videos kind of documenting the process so far. So if you want to kind of watch previous videos where I talk about like why we decided to do what we do, then I will link to those below as well. But that is what has happened today. So it is Thursday afternoon and loads has happened here again today, so I will show you what they have done. So the first thing that you will notice is that we have a load of boxes in here. We just really want to try and get our dining room put back together as much as we can, and all the boxes were being stored in there. So it's not put back together yet, it's still a mess, it's dust everywhere, but we do want to try and get it put back together. So I asked them if they would put the remaining boxes in here to store them. They are not coming back now, the carpenters, like kitchen guys, they're not coming back now for another week or so. I don't know why, there's just been a little bit of a hold up on everything. So hopefully we can start clearing the dining room out and putting it back together. All of these boxes are for our utility room mainly, but like I said, they're not coming back for a week and a bit, so they're just going to be stored there. And what you will notice, which I am so excited about, is that we now have ovens, and we also have our floor to ceiling cupboards, which are complete. The only thing that isn't complete on this wall is that we need to put the handles on, but they are not arriving for another few days either, so they will fit them when they come back in a week or so. So like I said, I will go more into like configuration and what we're doing in all the cupboards and stuff at a later date, but our ovens are lovely. I'm so pleased with them. We've gone for a normal oven with a hot warming kind of drawer, just so it kind of stayed flush next to the other one. And then we've also got a combination oven and microwave. Actually haven't got a clue which is which yet, but I'm really pleased with how they look. I just think this whole wall looks really nice. It's really hard to believe that this used to be our utility room. Where the ovens are, there used to be a window. This used to be a door, and now it's a window, and it just looks great. So I'm really pleased with that. We still haven't got a door for our garage. In fact, I'll show you in here. So this is obviously a complete mess, but this is our garage, and then you can see where the garage conversion is happening there. So it's all been blocked off. This used to be a double garage. And then the only other kind of exciting thing kitchen-wise is that we now have a dishwasher as well. Obviously the worktop hasn't arrived yet. Everything's still looking a little bit dusty. I need to give everywhere a good clean, but there's obviously no need to yet. So we've got a dishwasher. That's where our sink is going. And then over here, which I cannot actually show you because there's no handles, we have now got a fridge. So we're actually going for 2 fridges and 2 freezers. So the freezers are at the bottom and the fridges are at the top. We decided to go for 2 just because we're a family of 5. We could have easily made do with 1, but we just thought it would be nice to have 2. And I'll show you at a later stage what they look like, but 1 is in and 1 we're still waiting to arrive. So that's really exciting. Other than that, nothing else has happened in here. The island has stayed the same. But yeah, I just can't even describe how I'm feeling. I'm just so excited. So we're just thrilled with it so far. And then in the hallway, the only thing that's kind of changed in here really is that it's sort of taking more of a shape now, the framework, and then the snug is kind of still the same as it was yesterday. Maybe they've sort of started boarding it up a little bit more, and then the utility room is pretty much the same as well. It's so dark in there. But yeah, it's all coming together now. It's really exciting. So it is Saturday afternoon and I thought I would quickly show you what has been done. To be honest, not a lot has been done since Thursday. We were out all day yesterday, but there's a couple of things I can show you and then I'll sign off this video for this week. So let me quickly show you what has been done. So the only thing that I can show you that has changed in the kitchen, because they didn't come yesterday on Friday, is that our knobs have arrived for our cabinets. We ordered some on, I can't even remember what day it was, Monday I think. They arrived and they just didn't look right at all. They were really chunky and they stuck out too much. So we quickly reordered them, sent those ones back and ordered these instead, which I'm so pleased with. I don't know if you can see those there. They're actually not going to be fitted until next Friday because that's when the carpenters are coming back. But yeah, I really love them. And then that's it for the kitchen. But in the garage conversion part, they've just continued to board up the ceiling and walls in here. This is the front of our house. I think I mentioned last time that we weren't sure what to do with this room. We didn't want to have a small window. We wanted it to match the outside of our house. So it's a really big window. And so I just don't know. I'm not going to rush to do this room. I'm going to take my time and decide what would be best for it, whether it be a snug or some sort of storage room. I don't know, but they've continued to board up that. And then our utility room is much the same. It's really dark. It started to be plastered, which is exciting. And it just looks like a dark cave at the moment, but hopefully it'll be good once it's finished. So that is it for this week. It's been a really exciting week. It'll be really interesting to see what next week brings, because I don't know, some of the days we don't even have people here next week. So it'll be interesting to see what next week is like. But I will see you next Sunday for my next week's renovation update. And thank you so much for watching these. I'm really so happy how many people are enjoying them and how many messages I've had saying that these are helping people with the process of their renovation thoughts and things. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, leave them below, and I will see you next time.